the Mars and cars now, whichever hit her. I start my card with a sweet one bliss. Someone flicks me a back by the say, oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah. It's a full strong, yeah. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah.
Hello, it's Eric and Ricky back with another episode of Crossroad Boxing. It's a special edition. We have Kacie Doocey with us today. Just before we start the interview, we'll just play a quick promo video for D-Rock Clothing.
I'm going to say right now that every time I see Chris having his tits dance on that video, it gets me laughing. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm looking at his tits, but it is what it is.
Anyway.
Yeah, so we're joined today by Kacie, Big Dog Doocey, who's coming ahead and making a professional debut. Welcome to the studio, Kacie. We're very glad and very proud that you are here today. How have you been?
Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it. I've been good, just training. That's just life, training, but I won't have it any other way. Are you all right?
Yeah, not bad. Up here in sunny Newcastle, and Eric is at home, the jammy bastard.
A jammy? I'm in Goole, mate. I don't know how jammy that is. I'm in Goole.
Look.
Go on. Anyway, this interview is Ricky's first interview, so this is all Ricky. I'm just going to chime in now and again, but all this is Ricky. So go on, take it away, mate.
So Kacie, why boxing? What's the story? How did you get into it? How did you get involved?
I've actually not been doing it too long. I only started in COVID. My dad's always been into boxing and like mixed martial arts. I've always known he's done it, but I've never really been that interested. And then in COVID, obviously the gyms were shut and I was getting into fitness and they were like, oh, just try do a few pads. And ever since he started doing pads, we'd do it every night in the garden just to keep fit. And then you just progressively got on. Like, oh, shall we try have a little spar? And I was like, yeah, you can. Like, I'll just try. It was so like me and my dad, every old neighbours just looking out windows, me and my dad sparring in garden. And then after COVID lifted, I started a club, and then I've never stopped since. Like I've completely stopped dancing because I used to be a dancer before, and just got all into boxing, just obsessed.
That explains the footwork. That explains the footwork then.
It's actually
it does help.
Yeah. It does help.
Yeah.
Like me coordination. I feel like I wouldn't have picked it up as fast if I didn't have that like coordination.
Yeah, and I agree. Even like all your best boxers, Lomas, Usyk's, they're all dancers. They're all dancers, and it really does come in hard. So a question: Big Dog, the nickname. Where does it come from?
Yeah. So... You look at you, and when you hear the nickname, you wonder.
I know.
I could get a babyface assassin and something like that. But it's Big Dog. Yeah. Come on, tell us.
I know everyone says I sound like a fairy, so maybe fairy. I don't know. My dad. Everyone called me dad Big Dog. I used to call it him. So when I ages ago, obviously, I went through like some problems with my weight. And I was really little. I was like 44 kilograms. And when I got better and I put on the weight and ended up being healthy, then everyone was like, you're the big dog now. So I just kept like, yeah, I'm the big dog.
Nah, that's fair. Yeah. That's a good one. There's some nicknames come out of nowhere and you're stuck with it.
I thought of this and I liked it.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, thank you for sharing that with us, because I know being a part like the environment that you were in as well at the gym, and that I do know that you had your battles, and you know what a journey and a way to turn around your life like that, Kacie. It's something that does make me proud for somebody from you to be from the same area. So thank you for sharing those with you. But yeah, so obviously when I started coming to St. Peter's, it was always on the back burner. You weren't there at the time. I think you were on holiday. I just started training. People come like, I think it was your first day back. People said, watch Kacie, watch this person on bags and watch your boxing and that. So people realized your talents relatively quickly, and people are very fond of your talents. When did you realize that people became aware of your talents, and did you realize it yourself?
The main person is really my dad. Like, my dad's from the start always said, like, you definitely will go far, because I'm very like disciplined, and I'm a bit like him in the way that if I have a goal, I'm literally obsessed with it. Like, no matter what anyone says, I'll do what I want to do. And he always pushed that in me, you know, to believe in myself. And then when Steffi Bull started being like, oh, come do like extra sessions, or it let me train with Terry for like a few days, and it really put into perspective, like, they actually see something in me. And Paul Jurose, he was my first amateur coach, and I always remember the first time I went in. Yeah, he's a really good coach. When the first session, he was like, you have something special, and I just thought this, and I enjoy it, and I thought this is what I'm meant to do.
Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah, Paul Jurose, he was the original head coach of St. Peter's. He's now the full-time coach of Terry Harper, world champion, and great coach, always on the ball, very good tactically. And yeah, he's a good guy as well, to be fair. Leo used to love training underneath him when he originally ran St. Peter's, like, especially like when it was Empress as well. So I've got like a bit of footage here. I'm going to try and work this so it things wait there. Let me add it. I want you. So, I hope so. Wait there. So, I want you to explain the feeling. So, every amateur, you know, they've got a dream. They've got some sort of direction, ambition. They've got, you know, they want to go to the nationals. And we have in you a former national amateur champion in the 66 kilogram category. What I want you to do is just explain to me the feeling of this moment.
Your winner and England Boxing National Development Champion for 2024 female senior development class under 66 kilograms by way of unanimous points decision. Your winner and champion for 2024 in the red corner, Kacie Doocey.
I literally didn't sleep for a week.
Listen, I did white collar, and I felt like that after I won, so I'm not surprised.
But the training, the thought process, and being able to get yourself into that final, and not only winning it, but winning it convincingly. What that moment like for you to see your hard work pay off?
So, like, unbelievable. All my family came to watch, which were even better. So when I saw my family so happy, it just made me think, like, I've actually done it. Like, how proud, like, they must be. And all my work that I've been doing, it does show, like, it really does work. Hard work pays off. And I remember I was literally this close to crying, and I looked at Steve, coach, and he was like, go shake their hand. And I thought, you can't cry in front of the other people.
Yeah, no.
I can't cry yet.
I've just got a question. When did you make the decision to go pro then? How did that decision come about?
So it was like kind of under wraps before, and I didn't know. My other coach before said, I want her to win nationals, and when she wins, I'll turn her over after. But I didn't know this, because obviously that's a bit of, not that I'm bothered, but it's like a pressure, isn't it? Like, you need to win and then turn pro.
Yeah.
But then as soon as I'd won nationals, I kind of thought, like, that's the path that I want to do. I do want to do that. And the week after, when I got back into the gym, he come up to me and he was like, I do want to turn you over now. And I thought, it's like a dream week. Like I've just won. Now you're turning me professional. Like, is this real?
Obviously, you had your pro debut signed and ready to go. What was that like when obviously it didn't go through? When did you find out it wasn't going through?
So I found out the Thursday before the Saturday that I was supposed to fight. So literally like 2 days before. And it was due to a medical reason that were like from 2021. So I've got it sorted now, but it's just something so minor that like they could have made me sort weeks before, and they just flagged it up. And it was just, I obviously felt so disappointed. Like I've done all my hard work, and I've sold all my tickets. I just wanted everyone to see showcase what I'm going to be like. But in my back of my head as well, I felt like everything happened for a reason, because it was when I just moved teams. So I just moved to Steve like probably the week before. And I think with all that stuff going on, I think, and the amount of improvements I've made in these past few weeks with Steve, it comes for the right reason, because I'm literally going to be like 100 times better by 5th of July.
Yeah, definitely. Everything does happen for a reason, to be fair. When stuff like that happens, the next one will be meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Off the back of that then, working. So obviously when I've seen you in the gym, I know you're quite quick, you're in and out, you like to throw flurries. What else have you been working on in the gym? What are your new strengths, or is that something that's under wraps that we need to wait and see?
There's obviously a few things under wraps that everyone will see, but I'm always going to be that fast pace, not let you breathe. Like, I don't want to give you a minute. I want to just keep me fast, obviously my speed, but I'm also working on that power, because I feel like you need to be able to do everything. You can't just be a one style fighter. Like, not your style ain't going to be everyone. So
no, I agree.
I'm literally just getting as many skills as I can. Like, whatever I need to do, I'm going to be able to do it for whoever.
Yeah, that's a really good answer, that. And you are right. It's one of those where you see so many boxers today where they're not, I don't want to disrespect anybody to say like one trick pony, but there's not a lot of plan B. So it's good to see that you're working on, if this doesn't quite work, then I'm going to go and do this instead. And that's going to confuse them even more. Because you're facing a southpaw in your first bout, which is not always the easiest of tasks neither. She's experienced as well. Have you been working on things? Because you're not southpaw, you're orthodox, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm orthodox, yeah.
So I've been working on ways and movements to get around that guard then as well.
Yeah, like I've always had Ellie in the gym as well, who's a southpaw, and I've I've had rounds and rounds really. So it's good that I'm not new to southpaw stance or tricks. But it's literally like whichever stance, I've got the same mindset. Obviously there is certain things that you can work on for southpaws. So I have been working on a few things, but you just got to be you, haven't you, and just think about what you're doing.
Yeah, 100%. So, how are you feeling about your debut? Mentally, physically, what's your preparation been like in the gym? You've been working on new things, but how are you dealing with, obviously, like you said, the pressure beforehand? How are you dealing with it mentally? How are you dealing with it physically?
Mentally, I'm buzzing. Like, I feel like I've been waiting years for it. You know, I just can't wait to see everyone see me fight. And it's like the whole performance thing. I really love it. Like, because I used to be in dancing as well. I'm always like performing to people. So I'm actually glad that I've had that background, because then I don't feel as nervous or anxious. Obviously, you do get nerves, but I feel that's good. Keeps you focused.
Yeah. 100%. Even like people like Mike Tyson used to cry before a fight. So there's nothing wrong with being nervous. You'd be stupid if you weren't, in my opinion. But so sparring now, from the gym where you've been at, you've got some great sparring there. I've got a couple of photos here that I'd just like to show as well. You've got you there doing rounds with world champion Terry Harper, who's fighting as well on the 23rd of May, I believe it is, in a big fight. And then you've also got this lady as well, Rihanna DeForo, a very good up and coming young prospect. What obviously you've mentioned, I don't know if you've mentioned any other names, but what's that sparring been like to sparring these people, these talents, and who else have you been sparring?
It's obviously good. Like, you're not going to get any better sparring, because the best really around here, like, they've been in good fights, good experience, and they're not the same either. Like Rihanna and Terry are different fighters. So it's not like you're getting just one style, you know, to work with. And it pushes you, like, it's competitive sparring, so it's better than going and just hammering someone, you know, you're not learning now. It's rubbish. So you need that competitive sparring to learn new things, know what you're doing wrong. And it gives you them nerves, like, because you know they're good, you know it's going to be hard. It gives you them nerves like a fight. I've also been sparring a girl called Gemma Richardson. She's really good. She's like a former GB fighter. She just turned over. She's really good. And Ellie Helliwell, I've been sparring her for a fight with Stevie Levy.
God.
Your opponent's actually faced Stevie.
Sorry.
Your opponent's actually faced Stevie Levy as well, hasn't she?
On Mother's Day. And she also were Ellie Helliwell's debut fight.
Oh, okay. All right, so you've got to outshine two people there. Who's fighting?
That's it. Nah, you've got to show Ellie who's boss.
Who's fighting.
Yeah, it's actually bad.
Yeah,
the build-up between those two right now is heating up.
Oh yeah, she's in for a shock as well.
Do they generally not like each other, or what?
Like, Stevie used to come to our gym for some sparring, and they've been very respectful. But I think because they're so close to knowing each other, and Stevie, I think she fired the first shot, so now Ellie's like, hold on.
And the thing is, as well, Ellie's very good as well. She's so stylistic. Yeah. She's a very good boxer. So I think Steve is going to be in for a shock.
Yeah, honestly,
I think she's going to be in for a shock.
Look, let her underestimate her. Let her do that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we've seen it happen before.
Yeah,
that's it. So this year, then, for Kacie Doocey, what is the plan of action for yourself? How active are you going to be? What's your immediate plans looking like in the future?
So I think I'm looking at like 3-4 fights. Probably 3, because obviously the March one got pushed back. So I'm hoping to get a good amount of fights to just keep my experience going up, grow me as a fighter, get confident, get that ring experience, and just push for a good year. Just have some good wins, and just progress the fighter, get into my own character. You know how I'm going to be in the ring.
Who are you promoted by? Have you got a promoter, or you?
Oh, it's crashed.
Oh, is it all right?
Say again.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. Did you hear what I asked? Sorry.
Wait, my promoter.
Yeah. Are you with a promoter?
It's Ryan Rhodes from Sheffield.
Oh, right.
From
Spice Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
That's who Terry's just signed with as well, isn't it, to be fair? Who? Go on, Eric, go on. I know you've got another good question, actually.
Which one?
Who you basing your style off of, weren't it?
Who is, what's your style based on? Who are the fighters you watch and you think, yeah, that's who I want to fight like?
It's like, I have a lot who I want to be like, but I actually don't know who I'm like. Do you know what I mean?
Right, yeah. So who do you want to be like then? Go on.
Yeah, I really love Lomachenko for his speed and his pressure. Yeah. He's a really good pressure fighter. Footwork.
Angles.
Really breaks them down mentally, because they know they're not going to get a minute. So I really want to bring that as in the pace. I love Canelo because he just adapts to anyone. Like, he can fight anyone.
Other than last weekend.
Yeah.
You know what? I knew Ricky was going to say. I looked at the screen.
Sorry.
Yeah, I still love Canelo. You can't tell
I
me
love
no.
Canelo. No.
Obviously, Muhammad Ali, just the goat. I'm actually, I don't know. I love a lot, but
I think you do suit that Lomachenko style, believe it
Yeah.
or not. Like at angles as well. I get Leo to study Lomachenko all the time because that's why. Not why I want him to be like, but that's like he's that good for a reason. So you know, one of the greatest amateurs to embrace the sport, and he's not a bad role model really to be looking out for. I agree. I think his style is very like that.
Yeah.
So what are your goals then? What are you looking for? What's the routes you're taking? Are you looking at your British levels? Is the dream to the top? What's your dream fight?
World champion, definitely. I want that world title. Obviously, it'd be good. Yeah, it'd be good to get like a British, like go up the ranks properly. And a world title. But if it gets offered, then I'm going straight for it.
Yeah.
I'm not really bothered about the order. Just get the belts.
How soon do you think? How many fights do you think before people realize you can be on that world level? At what weight class as well?
I'm looking at lightweight at minute. That's what my fight's going to be at, lightweight. So it just depends how I feel from these. I think you have to feel it out, see how I go, see if I can go any lower or if that's my perfect weight. I think it just goes off these first few fights, to really get into my weight category, see where I'm at, and see who's at them weights.
Yeah.
And the thing is as well,
definitely, because 140 lightweight, right? 135 lightweight.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good fighters in there. I interviewed Caroline Dubois, and she's obviously in there. Terry's there as well.
Terry's the passing of the torch, maybe one day.
Terry's there. You're trying to get her in trouble already.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I wouldn't think. I will not endorse that. I said passing of the torch.
No, but there's a lot of good fighters in that in those divisions anyway. From 130, 135, 140 divisions in female boxing is brilliant.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of good people in the category.
Stacked division.
I've got one more question.
Go for it.
Taylor Serrano 3. Who do you think wins the third fight?
I want Taylor to win, but I think Katie Taylor. I'm going to say Katie Taylor.
I don't even think we need a third fight for that one.
No, I don't think there's a third. The third fight is because they're making so much money, and fair play to them for doing that.
They're going to do it again.
Fight.
My final boxing question for you on this is how obviously you're making your debut, you've got to earn money. I know that you are on the side, your main career, you're a personal trainer. How do you deal with that? Those day to day where you're working, you're boxing for your own career, and then finding that balance for your own personal self. Like, what is the battle with that? Is it difficult?
I'm gonna be honest. It's not difficult because I boxed mainly at the gym that I PT at. Like, I do my second session at the gym, and then I just go to Sheffield once in the day. And my PTs are so good. Like, they're really understanding, and they just work around my times, and it's really stress free. I feel like I've gone lucky with that.
God, I wish my job was stress free. God.
Honestly, I could feel like it's so hard. It's literally not.
Nah.
It's easy to do what you love, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's not work, is it, when you're doing what you love? I've got some get to know you questions because I want to. A part of that, these interviews, especially moving forward, I want to humanize boxers. Boxers have got fans, a lot of kids, a lot of people that idolize you. So I want to sort of like humanize people. So these are for like these questions. What are your go-to meals during camp and outside of camp? What's your go-to meal? What's your cheat meal?
I'm really boring. I love like clean food. Like, have you ever been to Smokies in Donny?
No, I don't know.
It's basically like Nando's, but just like takeaway style. And it's just like really good rice, nice salad, and you can like put any seasoning on your chicken and your prawns or whatever. And I just loved like grilled meats like that. So that's like, it's not even that bad, but I like that. I also love a curry if I'm not in camp.
We all love a curry.
No.
We all love a curry.
Everyone loves a curry.
And in camp, I'd probably say me oats in the morning is my favourite. I have like protein oats with like.
You sound like Ricky. I'll speak to Ricky. I'll ring Ricky.
That's me every day.
He's like, I was ringing him.
Hey,
I've
gone from.
I'm having my protein bar.
I've gone from 90 plus kg to 85 kg. I'm proud of that.
That sounded exactly like Ricky does. So,
what's your go-to music for the gym? Who's your favorite singer or rapper? What's your go-to? I know there's a lot of 50 Cent on your Instagram.
Yeah, I love rap. I love 50 Cent. I love Fredo. I love Tupac.
Yeah.
Me.
It's my bath time music, Tupac.
Literally, any rap music will just get me pumped. I can't have any like Taylor Swift. No.
Taylor Swift.
Okay, now I won't like to portray as Taylor Swift. What's your favorite film?
Oh, that's very hard. I love Just Go With It. Adam Sandler in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love White Chicks. That's so fun.
White Chicks. White Chicks.
That's just a classic. That's a classic. That one.
Yeah, it's good. Terry Crews is awesome in that. What's the most
dance from? You know when they have a dance battle.
Yeah.
I've watched it that many times. I've mesmerised the dancers.
So we need to see you dance one day on the YouTube short of you doing that dance.
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah, we need one.
We'll get you clipped. What's the most famous film you haven't seen?
The famous what? Sorry.
What's the most famous film you haven't seen?
Haven't seen. Everyone always goes on about Friends. I've never watched Friends, even though it's a series.
Never.
And I'm gonna say you definitely haven't seen it 'cause it in a film.
Sorry, question.
No, don't worry about it. What's your favourite activities when you're not training?
Training. I can see she's thinking. She's like, it's training, but I'm not allowed to say it.
I love going for coffee.
I'll take it.
Do you not dance still for fun? Do you not, like, obviously you did it, that's what you did before boxing. Do you not do that?
I don't at the minute, but I keep saying that I'm going to go back to one of my classes. It's on like a Wednesday night because I do miss it. Like, I've been thinking I miss it and I want to try it again. So I think I am going to do like once a week just to try it, like see if I can still do it.
Yeah, I bet you can. What's your favourite sport outside of boxing?
I do like dancing still. I love watching dancing. I don't mind watching some football, but it depends who's playing.
Who's your team?
I like Man U.
Yes.
I tell you what, you'll do well here. You'll do well here.
That's it. You are on this every week.
You're all right. Yeah, you're our favourite now. We'll sponsor you. That's it. It's done.
And I've got one final question. For you. What exits the human body at 100 miles an hour?
Air.
What exits the human body at 100 miles an hour?
I said air, not air.
Oh, air. I thought you said How fast are you breathing for 100 miles an hour? Fucking hell.
Causing tornadoes. What do you mean?
The correct answer is a sneeze.
Oh, we're going to say that as the second one.
Oh, God.
Dear.
Oh.
But honestly, Kacie, thank you for taking part in the interview. That's my questions, unless Eric's got any more. If you
No.
want to shout out any sponsors or anything like that, you're free to do so now.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'll shout out my sponsors. Century Cladding, Just Mortgages. Why are they all going from my head?
Oh, yeah.
I know they're actually going from my head. Barnett Constructions, Hughie Constructions, Apollo Safety, Brian Laird Removals.
Wonderful. And if people want to see your fight in July, can they still get tickets?
So the posters will be coming out, I think, next week, and then the tickets will be available to get. So hopefully by next week, and I'll post it on social media, and everyone will be able to see.
Yeah. Do you want to give your social media out so everyone knows where to go?
Yeah, so on Instagram, I'm at K and then a C, Doocey, Doocey.
Yeah, we'll post that in the video
Brilliant.
as well when we load it.
Thank you.
But yeah, good luck for the future. Good luck to you about. Maybe we'll try and catch up with you, to be fair, after your pro debut, just to see what the aftermath is for you. But I've enjoyed this. Thank you for taking the time, and
Me too.
I appreciate it. Good.
Thanks, guys.
Eric?
Yeah, thank you. No, thank you for coming on. Really appreciate it. Really good interview. Good luck for your debut, and hopefully we'll get you back on after the win.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Bye.
Right. See you later.
Yeah.
See ya.